beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
I know this'll be the day.
Oh, yeah.
Everything will be okay.
Oh, yeah.
I kiss my cares all away.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way.
morning, agents. How are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Hello.
It's Friday.
It is.
Finally
Hey, and
Friday.
we're back on.
I know.
Isn't
We've
that
had
amazing?
a lot of technical issues go on this week. Just like I told Mike, it was like Y2K. Like December 1st, everything updated. Started with my phone, wouldn't read my face. Then all of our systems decided they were going to automatically update. It's been a mess.
Well,
we're
I
back
had the
up.
opportunity to troubleshoot all that the other day.
For hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
how fun that is when you're on the phone, waiting.
Well, so it goes. I'm not going to bore you
Thank
with
you.
what it was, but let's just say it was 4
Sure, you've
hours.
all done that.
Let's just say it was 4 hours worth of time yesterday
Worth
on
of
tech
fun.
support on the same call. So
Sweet.
how awesome is that?
At least I didn't hang up on you in the middle.
I know, 4 hours. Well,
Okay.
so it goes, ladies and gentlemen. We have
All
two
right.
topics today.
Two.
Topic number 1 is going to be where to find your septic inspector.
Oh, we're seeing more and more septics.
So we're going to
Need to
discuss
dive in.
septic tanks and kind of a couple of things around that. And then how Sharpies can help your home's appearance.
Sharpie magic. I love that.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Sharpie, you should. And immediately following TNT, we have Show Me Your Listings on Shana's Zoom. So
Sounds
look
great.
forward to seeing you guys then.
And what about attendance, Shana?
Oh, who's here? Who showed up all week and we didn't?
I know,
what I
right?
wanna
Like
know.
we get
Who logged in?
That's awesome. Thank
thank
you
you
guys for
guys.
doing that.
Yes.
Technical difficulties are over. We are fine now. So we got that all
Our goal
back.
is to take a tidbit of information away that adds value to what you do every day.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, ready?
Hit it, Shauna.
Expansion.
Hey, do you know where I find a septic inspector?
No, where?
You know, I don't know either. I have no idea.
Yes, so it's difficult. The regular home inspector does not inspect the septic. Plumbers, some of them do not inspect the septic. So you need
Okay.
to find a specific contractor who does this for a living, okay?
All right. So can
So-
we back up and take a
Yes.
bigger view at septics,
Sure.
right? And just tell me, like, kind of where you would have them, why you would have them, some stuff like
So
that.
typically, if you're on some land, you know, an acre or more, it's common that you may have a septic because they can't run. It's just so expensive to run the city sewer lines to the properties. So every person would have their own septics. So there's different kinds of septics.
They were put in
There's
at all
the
different
old-
changes.
yeah.
Yeah. So there was various different paths to success
Mm-hmm.
for the septic systems with like early stages, mid stages, and current versions of them.
Yes.
But you have to maintain them.
You have to maintain them.
That's what we need to talk about.
Yes, we need to talk about that. So if you have a buyer or a seller that the septic tank does exist, then there should be, if you have a listing, you should have it checked, have the paperwork. You need to provide that on-site sewer facility addendum. Or if you have a buyer, they need to also check and have an inspection done. Because you need to know how old it is, when is the last time it's been pumped, when it's been maintained. Here's an interesting fact too. It's a law that you have to have in most cases maintain a septic maintenance contract, and it must be on file with the county. So I know Collin County has it. Now, if you're in an unincorporated area, sometimes the requirements are different. But you need to always check with your county and find out, you know, what is required. If there is a maintenance contract on it, it must be transferred to the new buyer. Sometimes there's fees for that, you know. So, you know, it's not just that simple. You have to really
And it
dig
has
in
to be
and
contiguous.
It
That you have to go
does.
back and have like a line, a history line
yes.
of that.
And, you know, there's a requirement that you have to maintain them. There are instances where the seller can go through a class and become approved to maintain your septic yourself.
Wait, so let's think about that. So any one of us could go get approved to, and I bet there's probably a line of people forming right now
Yeah.
to get involved in this. that you could go take a class and be approved to maintain septic systems yourself.
Your own septic. I don't know about getting certified to maintain other people's septics.
I don't think it really matters. I don't think
But
anyone
if you're a
wants to do it
homeowner,
nonetheless.
it's kind of like a pool. If you want to maintain it yourself, great. If you want to get a pool service, great. But, in this case, you have to be certified and approved to be able to do that.
All right, well,
Okay.
chat in now if you are currently approved as a septic vendor for yourself.
We're not. We
No.
should be.
Yeah, we totally should be, but chat in now if you are.
Okay, so I think we have, we're going to pull over a site that you guys should save, and it gives you lots of great information about septics. So the maintenance of an on-site sewage facility, your septic system, this page right here is great. It gives you a lot of information for homeowners. So you find out, can you do the maintenance yourself? What does a licensed maintenance provider do? Where, if you scroll down, Omkar, there's a place where you can check to find these inspectors. Let's see. Okay, I can't see it. Keep going up and look on the left,
Okay.
or go back.
Okay, there's this one right here.
Go to
Find
the
a
home.
licensed professional.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So you can plug in your county. That's
Yep.
for licensing. If you go back,
Okay.
sorry, we're not qualified to give you this information. No, I'm kidding. So to find a licensed professional, you can go here, and it basically has you look up your county and your city, and it'll give you recommendations of people who are certified to do so.
Yeah, that's what it is
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
We were on the right link.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. We
Yeah.
just needed some glasses.
So, these inspections do cost, I think, around $500. But the thing to know is that you need to know the age of it, basically. You need to understand the maintenance. And if they're really old, so we have one currently that we're working on right now, and the septic is 40 years old. I think
Perfect.
their lifespan is 20 years.
Okay.
So we're double
Sounds good.
what it should be. And then
It's not a big deal. It's right by the creek, though, right?
yeah, and it's
Fine.
supposed to be, this is an old conventional system, and it's supposed to be pumped every 3 to 5 years, and we're on year 7 right now. So there's a lot of things that we're having to navigate through on this to make our buyer feel comfortable of where we are. So, yeah, fun, dirty.
This is a great time to announce that if anyone has any questions at all about septic systems, Sean knows a ton about it. So
More
reach out
than
to
I
her.
care to, maybe.
The
But,
czar of
you know,
septics.
it's good. We see people going out, purchasing land, building homes, and it's really important to know. This isn't something that I think most of us, were familiar with or, had experience with on a regular basis. So I'm sure Shep, he would have a septic system, so maybe he could come on and give us even more information about septics.
So this is very impressive, and I'd like to reach out and let you know that I'm super impressed about this. So this was something that I believe, well, at least myself, I had zero knowledge of probably a year ago. Okay, like zero. And I didn't even know there was different types and what, and I guess I knew that they would leach out or that you'd
Yeah,
have it in a
you
tank.
hear about
but that was all I knew.
The leach field.
Yeah, so I didn't know a lot about it. And then you got involved and you totally learned all this stuff.
Well, you have to.
It's amazing how much you learn all the time. And it's a big deal that as an agent, you always have to continually learn things.
Yes.
And you're pushing yourself to learn things that you might not have normally researched, right? Like, I don't think on your own you go out and you're like, oh, let's learn about septics, right?
Personally,
a topic like that.
right.
But you totally learned a lot about
I
it.
enjoy learning, but I also don't want to be just in the dark and not have any knowledge about what's going on.
This
So
is the type of
that's kind
continual self-learning that you can do as an agent that really shows the difference, right? When you do something like this as an agent,
Mike.
no, I mean, it really does. It shows that you care. And it really separates the good agents from the bad agents. And when we go through all these different things as an industry, where people are talking about your commissions and trying to have them under fire and, like, hey, what's the cheapest you could do this for? There's times when you have to know things and be better, be different, and just care.
And
that's a
yes.
very clear example.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to understand that those are the types of things that allow you to earn your full commission, that allow you to be a long-time professional that does this for a career, right? I mean, just think about that. If you want to have something as a career, how much you need to continually learn and motivate yourself and just push yourself. But if you're not, you're just getting worse all the time.
So Jean just made a comment, being on a septic system, she strongly recommends contacting the existing service company to learn about what's going on. Because you're right, sellers don't often know. Sellers don't even know. I mean, we discovered this, I don't know, a couple of years ago, that you have to have this maintenance contract. I had no idea. But that was, in part of our research and learning that we discovered that you have to have that. And a lot of sellers have no idea. So they initially go and get a permit, when they're building, and they have to get a permit for this. And then it's supposed to have ongoing maintenance. Well, sometimes they forget about it. So sometimes there's not an existing maintenance contract or anything. So then you have to establish, and you have to make sure, if you have a buyer, that is done on the seller's, responsibility, because that's something they should have done all along. So you don't want your buyer to all of a sudden close and then have to go through hoops to update a system or do something that could be very costly. A new septic system could be $15,000 to $20,000 minimum, so it's expensive. So yeah.
Well, Shana, those were all great points. If you'd like to hear this and more great topics, find us on your favorite space for podcasts, maybe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Just search there and you'll be able to find future topics like this and more.
Great. All right. Close out.
Sharpieing around the house with Shana. So let's talk about some different times that you
I
can...
love Sharpies.
You love Sharpies?
I love them to write with. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the Sharpie.
All right. And I'm a huge fan of simple fixes, kind of for
Yes.
like complex problems that make it a little bit easier on us every day.
Yeah.
So that's why we have a picture here for you. And I'll go over that with you real quick. Omar is going to bring that up.
Wait, did you use my Sharpie for this?
Well, so no, I actually need to use 3 Sharpies for this one in particular. So thanks for asking. So out front, our numbers were getting a little bit light. So it was just over a period of time and they were just having a challenge. And it's recessed in there, the numbers, and set back in. So what I did is I went out with a Sharpie, and then I went in and filled them in. So I used a large Sharpie to fill in most of it, and then a medium tip, and then a super fine tip to be able to fill in the rest of it. And at the end, it comes out as
all
a
about the
pretty good
tip.
job. Yeah. And now people can see it from the road. So
Yep.
all the drivers that come up, to UPS drivers, making it a little bit easier on them, whatever it happens to be, right? Just able to find your address.
Sometimes it is hard to find.
Yeah.
But that looks like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Looks very fancy and looks great. You did a great job on that.
Yeah, you just fill it in and it's not a big deal. But so sometimes it's some of the simple things
Yes.
that really make kind of a difference.
Painting something that little is got to be extremely difficult. But the
Yeah.
Sharpie's great. The Sharpie's also good if you have some touch-up needed on wood floors, furniture, whatever it may be. It's great.
I use it a lot on the kitchen table. So I use the black one there because the chairs on the side get nicked up all the time.
Yep.
So I hit that up all the time and it just makes it so you don't see it. Also, we have a problem with some chairs, the high chairs by the island. Mm-hmm. And
on
the
sides.
sides hit it. So I fill those in and you don't see it.
And one of my favorites is if you ever get the fine tip pens to write with, that's probably my favorite pen to write with. So if you ever, write in a Christmas card or whatever it may be, try the Sharpie pen. They're amazing. I love them.
Yeah, so this is the super fine one.
It's fun. I love them.
Yep.
They're my fave.
I use this to label rocks. So I use Sharpies for a lot of things. Back behind it, whenever I travel, we'll use the
I would
whiteout.
say my favorite is the Sharpie pen, and yours is whiteout.
I use the whiteout, and then I use the Sharpie over the whiteout. Mm-hmm. And then it shows up so you can label whatever that would happen to be.
Sweet.
Anyways, just a
things.
little tip about Sharpies and how you could use them to have a big impact on your
And
property.
Stacy said there's lots of sales on Sharpies right now.
Whoa.
Probably nobody bought them over the last year, and they need to get rid of them.
Oh my gosh,
dry
could you
out.
imagine that?
Yeah.
With kids not going to school? Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, that's really nuts. That's also going to happen with cars. So all these cars are just sitting out there. But that's for a future topic. We'll discuss
Hey, you
that
could
later
use the
on.
Sharpie to do touch-up paint on your car. I bet you could.
Sure, yes, you probably
Permanent
could.
marker.
Ladies
Give it
and
a shot.
gentlemen, thank you very much. Well, that's a wrap. I saw Mike Shepard had 13 hours tech call with AT&T. That is crazy. I don't even know what that would
13?
be. That is just crazy.
Stacy had 13-hour tech call with AT&T.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's worse than the airlines. If you guys ever had to call the airlines, try to get somebody on the phone, that exceeds that. So that's crazy.
All right, so some reminders that we have coming up for next week are going to be on Monday. You had a topic specifically?
Monday, we are going to talk about this year's angel family that we have chose to adopt, thanks to Rachel. This is a family that it's actually personal for her. They lost their home in a fire, and it's really difficult right now, being around the holidays and all of that, to be left with nothing. So we're gonna talk more about that on Monday and give you guys an opportunity, if you're interested, to help us, make their Christmas a little brighter.
Well, that's amazing. So thank you very much, Rachel, for
Yep.
bringing that up. Much appreciated. So we'll have that on Monday. Also, next week we're having the in-person.
In person. This is our first ever in-person agent workshop. We'll have lunch. You guys come in 10 to 12. We're going to, Katie did a great job of sending out a sample itinerary. We're going to, this is just the beginning, so we're going to start there. Katie and I think Hannah had chimed in on, Katie gave some examples of what you guys, some things that maybe you would like to talk about. Now, we only have so much time, but she had, some marketing topics that she wanted to discuss and kind of get through for next year. So I thought that was really, really good. So you guys, we look forward to seeing you. And if you have anything that you would like to see that we should talk through as a group, I think talking through it as a group just makes us more knowledgeable about things and just makes us better when we're out there working. So
I agree.
Great job.
So this is Wednesday of next week. Perfect.
yeah,
Sounds great to me. So we'll see everybody then.
see you then. And
And
hop on Show Me Your Listings right now.
perfect. And regardless if you have a listing or not,
No.
it's always good to continually learn, to meet, to go over these things, so you can learn something else from somebody else's listing, or see what's going on, or discuss, and you
Yes.
learn different items.
It's kind of a mini in-agent workshop, but it's on Zoom. We talk about our listings, what's coming up, any challenges. It just kind of evolved into a little bit more, but it is Show Me Your Listings.
Thank you to Katie for putting all that together. Much
Yes.
appreciated. And we did try to listen to everybody.
Yeah.
You guys all had different ideas.
I love it. This is
And-
agent-led,
Yeah.
so you guys need to chime in and tell us what you're struggling with or what you would like to talk through, and we're going to do our best to make it happen.
Yep. And if you have any questions on septics, call Shana.
See ya.
Okay, ready?
All right. Where to find a septic inspector? First up.
I'm gonna plug this in.
And now. Okay.
Where's your
Second
Sharpie?
topic is How a Sharpie can help you?
This is a big no.
Yeah.
And do that yes.
Well, I only.
No.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Thank you. And then, hey, Shana, we'll show you. I'll try to send over a couple of links. So we are on.
It's a great, great day.
Yep.
It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet 'cause I hear music playing